is we're going to look at what clipping masks are, and I'm going to show you two examples of when you might use a clipping mask. It's going to be nice and quick and show you how to do it step by step. So the first clipping mask example I'll use in this tutorial is I'm going to show you how to put an image inside text. So yeah, you can imagine what the uses for that are: posters and all sorts of things really. So the most important thing here is knowing that see right now the font is underneath the image. So the most basic thing you need to know about clipping masks is that you need the container to be on top. So if you want the word to contain the image, you need the container, being the word, on the top. So to do that, you want to go up to Object and you go Arrange and you go Bring to Front. So now we have the words, which is the container, the word fire on top. So now we're ready to go and make our clipping mask. So if you drag the image underneath the word fire, select both things and go Object, down to Clipping Mask and Make, and you can see there a shortcut is Apple 7 or Command 7 if you are on a Mac. So you click that and there you go. You've put the image inside the text. Now if you want to move the image around, you can do that as well just by accessing the group. So if you double click on it and you see that you get that grey bar up there, it means you're inside the group, and you can click on things within the group and move it around. So you can move the image once it's in a clipping mask. And to exit that mode, you just click the top there. Okay, and there you have it. That's example 1. Now, example 2 is coming up now. So basically the same rule applies as the words, except you're using an object like a box, and I'll show you an example of why you might do that in a moment. But so one example is, I might put a photograph inside a square. So I'm just going to do the shortcut, Command 7, pops it in there, and we notice that the square was on top of the photo, so that means it did work, otherwise it wouldn't work. So there you go, it's inside there. So an example or a reason why you might use photos in this way is that, say you had a grid poster, or some sort of very, very organized, complex poster going on like this. You might like to fill it with different images. So because I've done that, I can click inside here, I can click that photo and I can delete it, and then I can plonk another photo inside this group and just go outside the group, and it will be in there. There we go, fire is now in that grid image there. So yeah, you can see you can crop a whole bunch of images quite quickly that way, and you might actually like to move them around as well when you're working. So that's two examples of how you might use the clipping mask. Basically it crops things and puts images within containers, and containers are shapes and fonts and other vectors. Alright, thanks for listening.